Well, hello, hello.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, hi,
Hello.
Miss Gladys.
Hi. Good.
Lee.
Hi.
Well,
Good morning to you.
yes. Good morning and good
Good afternoon.
afternoon to you. It's
Yeah.
10:10 here. I imagine it's 3:10 over there, right? In Nigeria.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, right. Okay, first I want to say thank you guys for joining the ARI Film Screening Lab with Monita. Our podcast is Movies Around the World. The purpose of the Film Screening Lab is to provide a platform that supports filmmakers around the world by increasing their visibility and fostering discussions around the films. And we promote your upcoming projects through events, podcast series, and connections. So, this platform, the lab offers an opportunity for enhanced exposure and industry engagement. Okay,
Okay.
that's the purpose of what we're doing today. And you'll be able to watch this on Facebook, on my Facebook, on Armani Red International um, page on Facebook, my Instagram, Miss Exquisite Full Figured Georgia 2018, Armani Red, INT Instagram, our website, Armani Entertainment Group online, as well as you can see the podcast on iHeart, Spotify, and Pandora. Okay, so how are you doing today? And today we are speaking with Miss Gladys.
Hi.
Gladys, I'm gonna put your name down here. Gladys
It's
Apit-
Gladys Apitikori.
Apitikori. Okay, right here. Movie producer
Yes.
Gladys Apitikori.
Yeah.
Country location is Nigeria, correct? What part
Yes.
of Nigeria are you in?
I'm in Lagos State.
Lagos States. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. All right. Well, let me so I have a few questions for you about what's going on out there in Nigeria and what you're doing. All
Okay.
right.
It's
Okay, so the first thing, so you're a movie producer, correct?
yes.
Movie producer. So what inspired you to want to produce movies?
Um. I first and foremost, I act as well. I started with the
Oh, you
acting.
act as well? Okay.
Yeah, I'm an actor too. So I started with acting, and at a point, I like storytelling, and the only way I can bring out a story and tell people and bring life to the story is to make it, put it in a video and allow the world to see it. And sometimes I feel that acting was not just it's not just there, because if I'm acting alone, I won't be able to tell my story through other people production.
Okay.
So I decided to tell my story through my production. That was what
Okay.
inspired me.
So you can tell your story through production. And that's actually a
Yeah.
big because um, telling a story I mean, first of all, writing a story is huge, but having someone actually act out what you're actually saying or trying is that difficult? Trying to get someone to actually act out what you're thinking?
Yeah, it's not actually difficult because I'm an actress and I've worked with a couple of people. So
Okay.
when I have a script, I know who to call. I know this is going to bring this life to the story. This actress, this actor is going to bring life to the story because I'm in the system and I've worked with a lot of people in the industry. So I know when I'm writing a particular story, I know who to bring. And if
Okay.
peradventure the person I'm bringing is unavailable, I will
Mm.
have to get another person. Then I will have to let the person sit inside the story. You don't. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. It's just like you're telling a story. You have to put yourself inside the story before
Yeah, you
you'll be
have
able to act it out.
right.
So
You have to be able to become that person that you're trying to portray, right?
yes,
I've done some acting and thing as well. I know it can be difficult. It takes a lot of practice because you have to look outside of who you are and become somebody else, you
yep,
know. So, and to me, I give my hat off to people who can do like multiple different roles outside of who their personality actually is. That's hard to become a different person
yes.
and then remember it
It,
and
it,
you know, I can imagine. You know, you have to have a whole bunch of personalities in one, you know.
yes, yes. You get it. Yep.
Okay, so let me ask you, what was one of the most challenging part of creating films?
I need to breathe down. I need to breathe.
Okay, that's it right there. I can tell. Just the exhale.
It's you know, it's very, very challenging when you are producing, especially in the process of production,
Right.
because the cast and crew you have on your set,
Mm-hmm.
we most of them are from different background, different upbringing, and different, and sometimes you're trying to there are some difficult things you're trying to get this actor to listen to you, and sometimes there are some stubborn actor that will say, no, this is what I want to do, and
Right.
this is what I want to do. And I will tell you, I'm the one that I write script as well. I wrote the story and I want you to bring it the way I want it.
Right.
And I have that challenge a lot with actors who wants to tell you this is how I'm going to do it, not your way. I said no. I am. This is my story. I have it's. This story was inspired by something inside me, so I wouldn't want you to change it. The challenges I had when I was producing. I remember a first job I did. The director, because I wasn't really, I was just trying to, it was my first time in the system. The director actually brought his own craft and twisted a lot of my story. At the end of the day, I wasn't comfortable with
Oh
it.
no. Yeah. So they changed up your whole story. They tried to change your whole story.
Yeah, try.
Of I bet that takes a lot of strength to be able to do because I know you have male and female in those
Yeah,
roles. And sometimes being a female, you have to really be strong-willed, especially when it comes to I guess some men challenge being able to come in and wanting to challenge your authority or challenge what you're trying to say, because especially if they may see a better way, they feel they may see a better way you know imagine I could imagine. So that brings me to one question. um
okay.
that brings me to an important question. I think that could be a universal. could be a universal scenario. Is there any sexual harassment or anything in the industry, in your industry, movie producing out there in Nigeria? I know it's everywhere, but like, what is your take on it out there in Nigeria? How do you handle it? What do you do?
To me, I try I try not to tell myself that it's sexual harassment to an extent, but at the same time, I try to tell myself the truth that it is sexual harassment because I've experienced. I had a lot of experience with it from the when I was still very much into when I've not dived into the production process. When I was still an actress, I got a lot of sexual harassment. If you don't, a director will bluntly tell you,
Hmm.
you have to meet me in my hotel room if you know you're gonna take this role. And I remember a particular job I went for the audition. We're like up to 500 actors and actresses that came for the audition at the National Theatre, Lagos State. And the director was like, "Ah, you're beautiful. I like your shape and all that. You're a good actress," because it was an open audition, an open audition where everybody is seeing what you're doing. This is not like they don't know what you're doing. When it got to my turn to be auditioned, I remember after the audition, everybody was clapping. Everybody was like, "Wow, wow," that kind of. And I was happy because I know this is what I can do. And they actually auditioned me with a role that I'm very, very comfortable with. And the director walked up to me after the audition and said, "You are a good actress, but in this industry, there are more to you being a good actress. You have to pay some price." And I said, "Sir, what's that price?" He said, if you just happen to be with me." I said, "Expatiate. I don't understand your what you mean by be with me." And he said, "Just sleep with me." I said, "Sleep with you as a girlfriend?" Because I need to know. I was just in, no, girl street. And I was like, "Sir, with due respect, I won't do that." I walked
Right.
away. I didn't get a call back. I didn't get a call back. Then 2 weeks later, a friend of mine that has never acted before, I know she doesn't act. She doesn't know her left and right from acting. I saw a script and I was like, "What's this? This is a script. So I have a job. A director gave me a job."
Hmm. Uh-oh, hold on for a sec.
I said, "They gave you a lead
Okay.
role.
You
You
what?
have never acted before. You got a lead role. What did you do?" I decided not to stress it. But I know we have a lot of young ladies that actually pass through this. But one thing, I hold my ground. I don't call it sexual harassment because you're not going to force me to do you only ask me to. So
Right.
I have the option to say no or
Hmm.
yes. Your script is with you, my body is with me. So to me, that's when I said I didn't see it as sexual harassment because somebody said, "Will you give me your food?" And I have the option to say no or yes.
Right.
So I've had that several times and I decide not to walk away.
Right. Well, I guess that's one of the things that they call what they call sleeping your way to the top or something like that. Where some women
You,
try to do that. That's the thing, right? That's a thing. And that's
yes,
insane because you get there, but you have to misuse your body in such a wrong way to get something when really God is going to give it to you anyway. One door closes and always another one opens,
yeah.
He does that. That's what God. So so is that something so sexual harassment in is that something that is pretty prevalent out there? or I shouldn't say out there in Nigeria, right? I should say, is that something
Say
that's
it's a global thing.
so I guess take right. I guess so. I guess what I'm trying to say is that taking it, so you were in a position where you were the actor or the actress in that position, in that role, right? Applying
Yeah.
for a movie. Now that the cards are reversed, is that was something that also had a part in you inspiring you to become a movie producer? Because now you're in control of the scenario. You're in more in control of the story, I should say, of how you want to portray. And now they can't come to you with that. Now you're in
Of
control
course.
you know, of,
Yes.
of making those moves and changes and hey, say, hey, get out of here. You know, you know. Um, I'm sure buying it reverse, it put you in a whole different control scenario. How did that feel?
Yeah, yeah. It makes me feel good, and because of my experience as with couple of directors and producers trying to get their way through. I
Right.
remember my first job when I did the audition. My director, I decided not to allow him to be on my audition table
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want. It's not as if I don't trust him, but I don't know what he's doing behind the scene. Because most of these directors are that arrest talk to ladies, come and harass ladies sexually. They look very innocent to the eyes of the public.
Right. Oh, of course. Right.
They look very innocent. So
Yes, exactly.
when I started producing, I said, okay. My first audition I did, I called a friend of mine. She's in the US right now, and another uh, actress. It was just filming the audition table because I want the ladies to be free. I want
Right.
the ladies to have the assurance that nobody's going to ask me to do this. I'm not asking you for money because a lot of people do that and give me money. I will give you a role. I don't want it. What I want from you, I want just bring your crafts,
Mm-hmm.
display it. If I'm comfortable with it, you get a role. And if I'm not, I tell you, I'm sorry. Next time, we'll get back to you. So the ladies were comfortable. I choose my actors and actress because I don't want to give it to a director that we mess the job up, and the ladies will be thinking that the producer is aware of what is happening.
Right.
So I choose my actress. I cast my actress by myself. If the producer wants to cast the female, the guys, I know, but I didn't really allow it because if it is not in the sexual harassment part, it's going to be give me money. So all my actors and actresses, I cast them. Every job I do, I did my casting myself.
Okay.
I don't allow any male figure to do that for
Okay.
me.
Okay. Okay. So that's amazing then. So by I'm sure by you being in another in that type of role scenario, it gives you more power to be able to make those type of decisions, and I'm sure that makes you feel a whole lot better than be and you know something, I'm glad. I know it's a sensitive topic, but it actually is definitely something that's out there, and is not just in the film industry, but it's in the music industry as well. We hear about the stuff going on right now with a lot of this, you know, Diddy and stuff like that. So it happens. It's out there, and I know that it's everywhere. But
Yeah.
by staying focused and being genuine in what you're doing, sure makes it a reality for people who really want to participate and who really are trying to showcase their skills. Have you had people who tried to solicit themselves to you before to try to get a role? Has that ever, like actors try to solicit themselves to try and get a role?
Yeah, of course. In this industry, you meet different kind of people, but when I'm filming, I play lots. But when I'm filming, I am very strict because aside being a producer, I manage other people production as a female
Mm,
production manager as well. So I know I don't even give you that room to try to buy your way through me to get a role. If you
okay,
merit it, you will get it.
right. Okay.
If you merit it, you get it right. Because I don't want something God will be. A lot of people, even if you are my friend, you don't merit the role. I know you cannot interpret that role. I won't give it to you.
Right. Right. Because ultimately you wanted to finish the film, right? Regardless, you know. So so are there any the films that you have created and
You're,
produced?
you're breaking up.
Huh? I'm breaking up.
You're
Uh,
break. Yep.
can you can you can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any real life experiences or stories that influence any of the films that you
Yeah. I
created?
the first movie I did, yes, that was some years ago. I lost my drive. I couldn't get it online, but it was on a local TV for some time. The Lost Girl.
The Lost Girl.
It's
That's the
the,
title,
the
isn't it?
Lost Girl. Yeah, that's the title. It was inspired by my upbringing and everything. So the story is more or less like some of the things that I went through while growing up, especially when you when you grow up in a trenches home or in a
Mm-hmm.
very poor background, and you manage to see yourself through school and all that. Uh, the process of you trying to make ends meet, you were almost you were almost raped at the. So I did that movie based on my whole life experience, The Lost Girl. But it was unfortunate. I lost my hard drive was corrupted, so I couldn't get it online. But it was on a local channel for some time. If I have my way, I think I will still refine the story now and
Mm-hmm.
I put more life into it because I want
Yeah.
the world to see it.
Yeah. It sounds like it's something that can definitely connect with a lot of females, women out there who are really trying to, young women especially, trying to find their way. And what it sounds like, we have a lot of women out there who could probably benefit from that. Have you ever thought about recreating it again? Have you ever thought about recreating it again?
I I every day I thought about recreating it, but I just want to this time around I don't want to rush it. I just want to take my time, put a lot of energy, a lot
Mm-hmm.
of finance because I want to make it more put more life to it for people to
Mm-hmm.
see.
What was one of
This
your
is
favorite?
there's some
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, it's okay.
What was one of your favorite scenes to shoot with that particular movie?
Come again.
What was one of your favorite scenes with that movie? The one that you connected more with that movie, the movie that you, the Lost Girl. What was one of your favorite scenes?
one of my favorite scene, because that scene was I don't want to get emotional. It was and you know what it takes for a little girl at the age of 11 pushing a wheelbarrow in the market, trying to get people to uh, put their goods for her to push their goods, or helping people in the market to carry their goods in order for her to get something to eat. At 11, it was I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
So, it was something that I really want the world to see.
Yeah. I'm
All
sorry.
right, sorry. I'm sorry I am a
No, no,
little bit emotional.
it's okay. I could I could only imagine. I don't think that I could even imagine, being so young, doing those type of things, trying to. But I could definitely see that it was a time that was very difficult. But look where you are. The best thing about it is look how far you've come, which is a blessing. Hello? I think that the screen paused a little bit. I don't know if you could hear me. Gladys?
Hello.
Hello? Okay.
Sorry,
No, it's okay.
Hello,
it was a network, I guess.
Yeah, it's okay. I just wanted to say that I know that I can tell that that was a very difficult time. But look where God has blessed you to be able to be now. Look back at those times, and then you look and you could actually really see how far you've actually came. And that's a blessing. Now you can use those stories now to be able to help the whole world, show that it's a possibility. It's a possibility to to do better for yourself. It's hard work, but the hard work pays off in the end, you know. And that's the good part about it, where that you could show where you are now, and you could actually show it through storytelling, and that's a skill. It may come easy to you, but it's definitely not easy for everyone to be able to,
Yeah.
you know. So that's a blessing. And now that we're a part of your filmmaking, hopefully we could help give you more exposure to be able to influence and help more people out there. And that's amazing. We have several global platforms that could help you. And hey, this doesn't have to be the last time. You're welcome to come on here, and we can do this, schedule it, and keep coming until we, you know, put all of your content out there and thing. So
Thank
um
thank
that's blessing part about it. Why don't you tell us the movies that you have right now, and that the ones that are upcoming on the platform on Armani Red International. We have Roku and Amazon Fire on Roku and Amazon Fire that can be downloaded and added to your TV. just like Netflix, Crackle, Tubi, all those others, as well as Armani Red International Rental Video. So we could place your movie on a rental platform, and people can watch for an amount. So like they'll watch like a Hulu platform, pay-per-view, transactional video.
Uh, I have one in my recent job right now. It's an indigenous film from one of our local languages in Nigeria right now, Yoruba to be precise. Um, it's my recent job, and it has been on the air for some time. A lot of people have seen it. A lot of people see me on the road. Look at this, because I actually I acted on it, but I acted as an house help that was being maltreated as well too.
Okay.
So so I have a project I'm working on right now. I'm on the pre-production process right now. It's a series though.
Okay.
It is it's a series that I'm working on.
Okay.
I
Do
know
you
in few is that
I said, do you want to reveal the names yet,
oh
or is it a
not yet.
secret? Not okay. Okay.
Not not yet.
Okay. Okay. No
Because if I
problem.
tell you the name, I might probably change the name. I don't want people to be looking
Right, for one thing.
for one
Okay.
thing while it's another thing.
Right. Exactly. Okay. So, what's the you say the indigenous film? What is that one
Uh,
name?
Exactly.
indigenous film, it's Oyelaki.
What is it called? Oleyukim?
Oye, Oyi,
Oh,
Oyela,
uh-huh. Oyela.
Oye, Oyalaki, Oyelaki.
Oh, okay. So, what is that? What does that mean?
The Oyelaki, it's a nickname for twins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in that indigenous language, it's a nickname for twins. Whenever you hear that name, you know that twins are involved, because the story was uh, about a twin
Oh,
boy at the age of 9, 10, and it's all about a twin and
okay.
a cheating wife. So let me not reveal everything.
Okay. So it's about twins with a cheat, and one has a cheating wife.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Well, we're definitely looking forward to seeing your movie. Definitely
Yeah.
forward to seeing your movies. Oyelaki. Is that did I
Yeah,
say
we
it
like.
right? Oyelaki. Okay.
Yes, you get it.
Yay.
That's it.
Okay.
It's right, anyway.
Okay. Okay. Well, perfect. Okay. Well, I do want to tell you thank you for coming on Movies Around the World and
You're welcome.
being part of our film screening, and we will definitely be looking forward to your movie Oyelaki, right? Okay. And
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
okay. And placing it on the network. So hopefully we'll be seeing and talking to you again soon as well. And thank you for taking the time to come out here as well with us. All right.
You're welcome.
And thank you,
You're welcome.
Kunle. Hunley,
you.
for being part of
Yeah.
our program and introducing me to Miss Gladys Apitikori.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
All
you for
right.
coming, Gladys.
Yes, Gladys.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. You're welcome.
Yes. I want to put uh, okay. Okay, I'm putting your name here. Oh,
Thank you.
this is for Mr. Okakanli Rhodes here. International Operations. Did I spell your name right, Kunli? Did I do it right?
Yep. Okay. It's KU. Yes, you got UNLE.
Okay, KUN.
KUNLE. Yeah, you got it right. Yeah.
Close.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you
Kunle.
for.
Kunle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for coming on again. And all right, well, see you guys soon. And talk soon.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Miss. Yeah.
Go ahead and do the
Bye.
outro.
Yeah.
All right. Bye bye. And
Bye.
Bye.
one more thing I forgot to do. Gladys, tell everyone how they can see, how they can where are you? Like how do they connect with you? If anyone wants to do a role or anything. Like how do they find you? What's your social media?
My social media handle will remain my name, Gladys Apitikori. I have a profile, Gladys Apitikori. I have a page, Gladys Apitikori TV. On my YouTube, Gladys Apitikori TV as well.
Okay.
On
And for
TikTok, it's Gladys. On Instagram, it's Gladys as well.
okay. So spell your Instagram and Facebook out for us for those who don't know how to spell it.
My okay, my Facebook first, Gladys Gladys, then you space Apitikori. That's Gladys Apitikori. That's my Facebook profile. But if you want to check me on my page, because I post most of my work on my page. On that Gladys Apitikori, you space and put TV. That is TV.
Okay.
And it's see me, Gladys Apitikori TV. Once you check Gladys Apitikori TV, you'll find me. On Instagram, Gladys underscore Apitikori.
Okay. Perfect. And Kunle, what about you? How do you want to put how do the people find you on Instagram and Facebook if they
Yeah.
want to come on
Instagram is for
the world?
Instagram. For Instagram, the my handle, you find me on Bridge of Events. Bridge of Events. BRIDGEOFEVENTS.
Perfect.
Events. Bridge of Events.
All
Yes,
righty.
that's my Instagram handle.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
All righty. And you guys know how to find me out there. Um uh we'll talk to you soon. All right. That's everything, guys. Just wanted to make sure everybody
Bye.
moved to
Bye.
connect. So I'm going to go into an outro. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Talk to you later.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.